There's a priority list for Valve, and the more noise there is on something, theoretically at least, the higher up it would go on the priority list, which is why you have to keep shouting about it until it is in an acceptable fashion, which it isn't right now. Anyway, it is time to get into the game. Vertigo is where we will start. Cloud9 will be on the pistol for Vertigo. This was their choice. They've got JT and OC on the grenades. Now they need to show us why they have chosen this.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be starting off towards the B side of the map. Kusta, though, with a nice counter nade already, just doing a little bit of damage, slowing the opposition down. And Cloud9, they're actually rethinking their strategy, it seems like. Maybe just feigning a little bit of control towards the B side of the map early on.
Automatic. Potentially point of no return. Facing 3 players, getting headshot again. It's a lot of information. Is there time for rotation? Som's been falling back from the site, trying to play the numbers now. Daps has got a kick. Kusta with the smoke grenade.
Oh, this is going to be a nice
from
nade.
OC. It's going to be kind of juicy.
Wow, gets Som down to 1 HP. Still advantage Cloud9, and it's going to continue as OC finds the kill onto Daps there.
Yeah, that kit needs to be collected. Now, Kusta's holding onto that smoke. That's probably going to be very crucial if they are to defuse this bomb, but they've got to get some kills first. And before they do that, they've got to find some frags. Someone 1 HP. That's a pretty hard task for him. It is a pistol round. Best round to be 1 HP. Just require the headshot. No helmets to be had. There goes the smoke for the potential defuse. Floppy has to be eliminated. Som's hit him with the swing, but doesn't get anything done out of it. Still alive for now. Not the only man standing. Last man to fall. Cloud9 take the pistol.
Yeah, good start for Cloud9 there. The 1 retake smoke from Gen.G just doesn't even seem to do anything because all the Cloud9 players are already so close to the bomb site. They were ready for that. They it seemed like they did their homework. They knew exactly how Gen.G were going to go for this retake, and they played around it perfectly. Good start for them. Gen.G going to be going for a force buy, though. We're going to see a scout come out on automatic. He's had pretty questionable results with that gun thus far at this tournament. Haven't actually seen him do too much with it just yet.
Heading towards the A side as per usual, and he gets eliminated immediately. Well, Gen.G are going to have to change up their tactics, it seems, because that was a very, very fast deletion on a force buy. Seems like Cloud9 have got their notepads out, so Gen.G will have to flip the script. Som in the smoke now. He's got full armor as well. It's a big investment from Gen.G.
Yeah, this is not looking too good. They got to find a way to get information on the map, or at least find a way to make this a 4v4 pretty quickly. Daps has cleared out the middle area, and he's going to call for an A stack with the rest of his team, but it looks like Cloud9's already grouping up for the B side of the map.
It's interesting, the unique challenges the more vertical maps provide with what CTs can do, for example, on an eco or a force buy with a pop flash and so on. The verticality in many places takes that long range away where you can swing on a really nice pop flash. There are some to be had, however. But Gen.G don't really have position at present. Cloud9 making their way towards B. Gen.G quietly rotating. That smoke buys some time to get into position. And things could get a little expensive for Gen.G, for Cloud9 rather. That's still alive in the smoke. Long rotation with the CZ, but he's still up. So many targets, doing some damage, but he can't find anything else. Ben10 and Kusta now with the Deagles. Sonic's on 10 HP, he's got to be real careful. Bomb needs to be collected. Ben10's in a 1 versus 1. Flash is coming at the right time for Kusta.
Nice
1
headshot.
versus 2. Ooh, he'll be taken out by MOTM though.
Yeah, good stuff from Gen.G there to do a lot of damage. They were in a pretty bad situation. They still managed to get 3 kills on the round. They got to be happy about that, but it's definitely not the way you wanted that round to start. The way automatic just gets instantly eliminated by OC. You just got to maybe rethink your scout, just how you're going to use that in the round. Just maybe make it a slightly more favorable duel, because taking a 50-50 there is not probably the way to go with how sharp Cloud9 has looked thus far.
I think this is a round to discuss exactly that for Gen.G. Cloud9 appear to have their number in the very early rounds. But maybe there is something to glean from this for the long term for the likes of Gen.G. Som taking a gamble here. Not much to lose, really. And with that, Cloud9 will move towards the A-bomb site. Automatic is still here with the USP spotting. But Gen.G are being proactive around the remainder of the map. Again, not the strongest of rounds for them, a P250 and a Desert Eagle. But you never know.
Yeah, a good methodical take, though, from Cloud9 here. They're getting a lot of space, and they're doing it relatively safely. They haven't even taken a point of damage yet on all 5 of their players, and they have the bomb down. So this is looking like Cloud9 have really drilled out this map. It was not the best showing for them lately on it, but other than that flub from JT there, it was a pretty much flawless round, just kind of oddly pushing into CT spawn. Bentet was able to capitalize, and finally we're going to see our first gun round here.
No AWP to start things off. I wonder what the percentages are. Like the full spy we saw from Gen.G. I think, for me, I'm thinking like before everybody full buys in that round. My question is, do you want to start your first buy round without an AWP? And I think that most people would say no. But they've opted for the M4A4s, and Automatic has walked into the laboured and long spray from Sonic. So again, a very early 5 versus 4. That's one of the more unlikely ones, but maybe not expecting that full spray. Sonic showing some great control there. Automatic walking to his doom, and Kusta may end up doing the same on the edge. Holding on to B for now, though.
Yeah, he does a lot of damage to Floppy. That is going to secure the B side of the map, and it's going to force Cloud9's hand towards A. But is this battle at ramp going to go the way of Gen.G or Cloud9? Bentet and Som are in a nice setup together here, and they're going to be challenged by JT in just a moment.
Ooh, JT hasn't seen Bentet close yet. This is a very brittle setup for Gen.G, and they will be taken out on the A-bomb site. But they can still turn around, maybe not now. 2 versus 4, but plenty of tagged players, however. Now Daps' position known. He's in a 1 versus 4. He's taking MOTM out to make it 3.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of work, but he has a Molotov, and there's some low HP on Floppy and JT here, so this is actually somewhat doable if he places this in the right spot at the right time. Looks like he will. Oh, that's going to deny the plant, actually, but still a good amount of time for Cloud9 to recover this round.
Ooh, by the time they start to plant, that smoke's going to be gone, so things are going to get worse for him. Do they go for elimination instead? They know he's stuck in the corner, but they will commit to the bomb plant. Seems like JT will just about get there, but perhaps he's at the point of no return. Now, can Daps bait JT to peek him? Or will JT wait until OC fires a shot? That would be the premium play here. There we go, Ace. He's got the angle, and he won't miss. No more damage to be done by Daps, but again, Gen.G getting brutalized here. I feel like Automatic was in a position where I'm sure he would fancy an AWP there instead to try and look over the smoke, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that opening pick was kind of an odd place for a rifle to be, and Gen.G, they actually seem like they're coming out behind on a lot of these ramp engagements. Last time we saw Cloud9 play a few days ago, they were having a lot of trouble at A ramp. JT was really having a slump of a game and pretty much a slump of a series, but he's come alive here. He's 3-2, and it's just 3 kills, but that's already kind of better than I remember him doing last time around.
JT dead on emotions because he keeps his energy for the server itself. Pistols again for Gen.G. This is really a horrible, horrible start for them.
Yeah, it's not looking too pretty. At least they have a stack here towards the A site. But we're going to see a nice procedural clear from the members of Cloud9. They are just scouting out the area pretty well. Sonic engages, and now he knows there's some players in that long hall there.
Mostly trying to find the head sliding left and right. It's like an arcade game in a circus. There we go. Floppy and MOTM will start to clean up now. Automatic, the last man standing. So it's an expensive round for Cloud9, but they can take it. They can absorb the costs on the T side. A clean 5-0 for them. Now let's see what Automatic goes for. Very curious to see if the AWP will come out.
Yeah, Automatic does have the money for it, so that should come out here.
So my question is, like, I would much rather he eco on that full spy and have the AWP for the first spy round.
Yeah.
Start off on the right foot. I mean, that's why he's on AWP rather than Kusta's, because of how talented he can be with it. So get him started the right way. And now Kusta, another 5 versus 4 immediately for Cloud9. They've been really reaping the rewards of these early kills in these rounds thus far.
Yeah, the opening pick on every gun round has now gone to Cloud9. And that's not the start you want for Gen.G, especially when it's the lone B defender. Kusta falls. He's been such a solid anchor at Flashpoint 1 thus far, but he is not looking good here. He's on an 0-6 start. The bomb's already going to get down, and this is just a retake that if you're Gen.G, you got to be wondering, is this even worth it? Floppy does give up a pick to Automatic there, but I don't think Gen.G is even looking to try to continue off of that.
Yeah, I think Automatic's hiding in plain sight, giving himself and his team space to fall back. OC's on the hunt, though, and he's being entertained with all these flashes. He's being distracted. So we'll see if they can take some more weapons away, Cloud9. Again, they could quickly be put onto eco with the losses they've taken round to round. That said, it's much more important to seize weapons like this. As he could collect it if he wants to. Maybe happy with the Krieg, though. Especially with some pistols coming up in the next round. Yeah, just continue on with the Krieg. Play your own playstyle.
Yeah, it's even though he is the primary, he's going to stick with it. But, oh yeah, we didn't see this, but MOTM, nice run boost from his teammate, is able to eliminate Kusta, and Kusta, he's had to be caught off guard there. And that's making me think Cloud9 just have a lot in store for us here, because they looked pretty confused on Vertigo the last time around, but they used this 3-day break to the fullest effect, and they're looking like a very well-oiled Vertigo team thus far.
Yeah, I do feel like these are some of the hardest working players in the game at present. I think it's very clear to see with how they talk as well as what they do. I think it was clear enough in how they play as a unit. Yeah. Often described them as very hungry. So Gen.G have brought around what they saved. They've got the M4A4s out across the board. Now, again, Vertigo, I think it's a very difficult map to get more aggressive on the CT side, especially without an AWP. So with less utility, be very nervous times for Gen.G.
This utility is so good for Cloud9. They're pushing Gen.G so far back from the bomb site, and they're even I thought they were going to do a little bit of chip damage there, but it's actually Som and Bentet that come out on top, getting Sonic down to 52. But yeah, with all that map control taken with the nade work of Cloud9, we can see that 3 players from Gen.G are towards A, but Cloud9, they've actually rerouted themselves towards the B site. They want to challenge Kusta again, but not before OC takes a shot at this pick.
37 seconds on the clock, still 5-on-5. Automatic takes some fire damage. OC is trying to keep them entertained on that A bomb site, but as things start to get quiet, Gen.G start to wonder. 27 seconds. We've got Cloud9 players on the B bomb site. Again, still 5-on-5. JT first to get taken out. They've got problems. Daps and Kusa taken out in quick succession. Floppy did get caught with a Molotov here in his hands, and he will. Automatic takes him out. No answer. 2 versus 1 now as Sonic gets taken out. All in the last 20 seconds. Things go crazy, and Gen.G find their first round on the board.
Yeah, that looked like a really good take from Cloud9 there, but just a little bit too much damage from Automatic and Bentet, who weren't even the anchors on that bomb site. They rotated in, and they were able to just capitalize off of maybe a little bit of over-peaking or just a little bit of confusion from the Cloud9 side. It seemed like they got on the bomb site pretty well, but just a couple frags off camera, and Gen.G are able to get their first round on the board.
Well, signs of hope for Gen.G. But again, there were 25 seconds left and it was still a 5 versus 5. Feels very well, it's a very nervous map, Vertigo, I think, in its current iteration, the way the fights go down.
Yeah, so much just around one shot being hit, one headshot, and so many close-range fights. You're going to see Automatic here. He's going to be playing in the back hall area. And in this area, too, if you just miss one shot, if they scale on you, you're pretty much done for immediately. The tension runs high on the tallest floor of this building.
Heading towards the minute mark. We've got 4 towards A, although I don't know if we've heard more than 1 pair of footsteps at a time from Cloud9. Hot Flash playing a swing, Automatic, trying to hold on to that smoke for as long as he can. Avoiding the pop flashes, ready to go shotgun mode. Pretty good chance he lands a shot if somebody goes through there. But again, now it's really nervous times. We've still got 2 smokes for Gen.G on the likes of Daps and Bentet, who are both rotating towards A, it seems. And again, it's going to be a very late play from Cloud9.
Yeah, not a lot of utility for Cloud9. They only have a single smoke on OC, so we're going to have to see where this is placed. It's just gonna go backside. This will allow them to scale a little bit, but Automatic, he still has a great angle to find a shot, maybe within the offense a little bit. And Cloud9's going to begin their hit. Automatic, he still has this little window to peek through, and he's able to find a shot. He's able to find the first pick of the round on the JT. He's looking for more, but it looks like it's just going to be a retake.
Oh, damage! 6 seconds, it's too late to plant the bomb.
Yeah, MOTM and Floppy, they just have to hightail it out of there now. They know they need to keep these guns alive because the rest of their team, they're still going to be going for a bye into the upcoming round, but great stuff from Automatic, coming alive in a crucial round, able to now string 2 rounds in a row together. Gen.G, this is exactly what they needed to get themselves back into this game.
We saw a very late incendiary from Daps as well, which took away some bomb plant positions for a very, very long time. Then the wall bangs at the very end there. Once that bomb plant is taken out, there's nothing doing. You can't plant the bomb. So again, it's going down to the very, very late stages, like sub 30 seconds before the real big play comes in. And it's about who can hold on to their utility for longer to some degree, which I think has been a lot of Vertigo on the A bomb site since it came into the map pool, and continues to be here with Daps with that super late incendiary. But again, just the dying seconds. But if you can't stop that bomb plants are getting taken out, then you've got problems.
Yeah, it's oftentimes a war of attrition at that A side. It's just how many nades you need to clear everything out, how many nades you want for your exec, and are you going to save anything for a retake? There's so many questions that go through the players' minds at A, and the metagame is frequently just who comes out on top with utility once that bomb is planted.
Yeah, I think that's like a long-term challenge for Valve with the more vertical maps that lack your traditional mid and so on, which they have made some changes in that direction on Vertigo. But the clue is still in the title. 6-2 for Cloud9. Got the rifles out once again. They'll be on eco if they lose this though.
Yep, we're still going to be going for their standard A take here. They've moved Benta off this B side in favor of Automatic, posting up with his op, and he's done a wonderful job as soon as he got this op. So we'll see if it comes into effect this round. Cloud9, they've done a good job getting this space, but are they going to commit to it?
MOTM showing presence in the mid area as there's a push into A very, very early on, looking to take out some of these CT players. So they've changed the timing completely to try and catch them off guard. Automatic is stuck now between a rock and a hard place, hiding behind the smoke, trying to quietly reposition without getting sprayed. MOTM's collected the bomb and he's rotating it towards A in the meantime, but Floppy's making his way towards B, so I can see a late rotation coming back towards that B bomb site if he dares go deeper. Daps is starting to wonder as well. They've got the sound cues now. It's very easy to hear all the information, and look at the rotation from Gen.G. Now OC can creep in towards the A bomb site and they could go back. There's still time for a desperate last minute rotation. Floppy's taken out as well, but the bomb looks committed to the B bomb site at this point. 25 seconds and OC's flank is oh so slow. 20 seconds on the clock as nothing happens. Gen.G starts to wonder. Nothing happens towards B, that is. And they're going to rotate again towards A because OC's gone so deep now. He can't cut off that rotation completely. His spray better be on point. Automatic's been taken out. How deep is he going to go now? This is all over the place. The bomb's back towards B. There wasn't time to rotate towards A. This is madness. This is 1 versus 2 for MOTM. Kusa's creeping. Sees him. Oh. And the Krieg spray is there. That armor penetration hurts. Bentet now, surely he gives off a sound cue when he drops. He's hoping for a peek from MOTM. He has a kit. There's the information sliding off, and somehow MOTM's crosser just wasn't in the right place there. But that was absolutely crazy. Had a lurker towards B. Let's go B. The rotation comes in because all the sound cues are there. Lurker towards A. Come back to A. Goes through A. There's no time to go A. Go back to B.
That was one of the tactically deepest rounds I have seen on this map. It just felt like it was a fake on a fake on a fake. It was just all over the place. And Gen.G, they're somehow able to recover. It feels like it's almost just that they lucked into choosing the right side at the right time. And at any point, Floppy, he could have scaled onto that B site, but he wanted to wait for his teammates to come in. He didn't want to give up all the control that he had on that entrance of the B site. And Gen.G, they were able to capitalize off of it. Floppy just couldn't find that entry. And it was such a crucial one. If he did find it, he could have just tipped the numbers in favor of Cloud9. But still, just such a close round. And now Cloud9 looks like they're going to be going for a faster play here.
Automatic with the AWP will take one out and take JT out. He's got some. Here comes a rifle support with a crossfire, and this will be an easy round for Gen.G, thus far at least. OC has a deagle. Maybe he can pull out a miracle.
He's got to be looking for a little bit of damage. You can't let them have 5 alive here if at all possible, but That is going to be the case.
That previous round actually, in terms of map design, raises an interesting question to me, because if you go like super far back, one of my favorite rounds ever was Complexity Very Games. I think it was DreamHack, where there was a big fight on the B bomb site, and the bomb rotated towards A on Inferno. Yeah, but like here, the map, because it's a vertical map, you've got all those sound cues, so it's hard to get rewarded for baiting, you know, giving the CT certain information, but you can't help but give them the information that plays against that early info you gave them, so you can't kind of be rewarded in the same fashion.
Yeah, it seemed like Cloud9 were going for a lot of sound cue fakes in that round that we're referring to, but this time around, going to be something a little bit different. There's going to be some mid control taken from Cloud9. Not many teams thus far have used mid to its possibly fullest effect in the professional meta, so I'm interested to see just how Cloud9 decide to capitalize off of this space that they have now taken. Seems like it might end up being some kind of B split here. They're really choking Gen.G off in terms of information.
Gen.G have to feel compelled to do something aggressive here. We can see Automatic's got a deeper angle on A, because there's a smoke and 2 flashes of a minute on the clock. We've seen how these rounds have gone. Kusa trying to die for the cause, but you won't get anything for it. No medals to be awarded there. Romeo Tiem loses a spray on top. He's being creeping forward. That looking from multi-frag. Didn't quite get it, but Bentet's holding onto the B bomb site just about. Bomb plant invites Bentet to peek, and he almost gets there, but Sonic will deny him. Down to a 2-on-2.
Yeah, such low HP for Automatic and Som, but they are actually going for this, and they're getting pretty close. Automatic, he's got to find an opening pick quickly, because if it's just left up to Som with 10 health, you can't imagine that he's going to take down 2 of these players. Gun switch is going to come out. Automatic going to be entering with this M4 here. Good positions, though, from Cloud9 thus far. OC is in a really great off angle by that window. Sonic is going to be playing the lower ramp. It will be the first point of contact from Sonic. He's going to take down Automatic there. Som, he's tasked with a pretty much impossible clutch here. He taps the bomb, trying to bait out a peek, and he misses the no-scope. So Sonic's going to take him down, and it's going to be Cloud9 finding a round after 4 in a row for Gen.G. They really needed that if they wanted to try to secure this half.
First round in a while for Cloud9. Gen.G, they've got a good buy. They've got a good buy out here, but both teams, one team's going to be hurting after this, maybe both teams after this round.
Yeah, this round has a lot of potential to decide the fate of the half. JT, again, going to be starting towards A, using that nice lurk smoke to give him a lot of space and deny information from those Gen.G defenders. Som just kind of guessing, hoping that that smoke is protecting a Cloud9 player, but no, no damage is going to be inflicted just yet.
Flashbang towards B, but no response. A fish for information, but there's no spray, no fire from the AK. So it is unknown what lurks around B. Scopes the herds. Cloud9 creeping, looking to punish Gen.G for being curious towards that B bomb site. Kustar, he's got a very tough task. It's really hard if you're the guy who's just waiting for the dry peaks on B. It's like not an easy job, and in part the stats will reflect that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of focus, and you pretty much have to have constant focus. As soon as someone peaks, you need to be on point. Oh, Sonic waiting for that re-peek from Automatic. He's going to take his head right off. Good flash from OC, forcing Automatic to just be stuck in that position. And it looks like the exec is going to come out. Cloud9, they're taking complete control of this A bomb site. Should allow a plant, but Som, he's got an angle through the smoke, but he misses the shot onto JT, which will allow that bomb to go down.
It's really scary making those plays. See if it pays off for JT. 4-on-4, got to be real careful. We've seen people fall off already. Not today, but in the last week. Sonic is dropped. 4-on-3 retake for Gen.G. They've got kits, but beyond that flash, didn't really have anything else. JT, can he find a second one? No, he's just distracted over. Can he play off of that? OC in front of the sandbag. Floppy behind, going for the spray, trying to take out diffusers. No one's defusing it just yet, though. Floppy just needs to stay alive for a few more seconds. Able to do that, but he can't transfer.
Oh, such a close round. Gen.G are able to come out on top, and Man, it's Floppy gets that kill through the smoke. He probably thought that was the diffuser, but
Yeah.
it's not going to be the case. And Gen.G winning such an important round there. Cloud9, it felt like they had so many advantages, but a few lives given up in ways that maybe they shouldn't have. But got to give credit to Gen.G. It was a tough retake, and they were able to hold their nerves and pull it off.
Gen.G getting a reasonable, well, they're heading towards a reasonable score in this first half. 8 still possible. Automatic now move towards that mid position. Doesn't really have help to fall back, but he's managed to do that anyway. Boost coming in behind the sandbags, and the bomb will be spotted. Kusa looking for a second one. Gotta be careful though. Maybe he outstayed his welcome. The Flash is still wanting to re-peek. Probably didn't realize he was getting tagged there. That could have been avoided, I think. Daps will show some presence towards B, so Cloud9 don't get too excited. MOTM taken out in the meantime. 2 pistols and a rifle for the remainder of C9.
Yeah, with no nades though for Cloud9, it's going to be incredibly difficult to try to get onto either of these bomb sites. It looks like they've chosen this B site where they're going to be challenging Daps. And Daps is still able to take down one. Automatic though, he's getting challenged by JT, who finds a double entry onto the bomb site. And now Cloud9, they have a real chance to secure this round.
Where is Som? That's the question. Bentet is showing some presence. Som's on it. He's on a long rotation. It feels like that, especially when you don't have a defuse kit. Bentet does, however. But if Bentet dies, maybe it won't be retrieved, although they do seem to be joining up. There's still a molly for Som to deploy. Again, Bentet running distraction now. But we're starting to get into the late stage here. A smoke up to cover some of the choke points, and there'll be an incendiary as well. If you can find a safe angle, but a frag will be even better. Bentet's got to get on the bomb now. Som has to cover with the FAMAS. Goes up, hops up, takes out Sonic. Great play to retake. And Gen.G make it to 6.
Great chemistry coming out from Som and Bentet. These guys have been buddies ever since this lineup has formed, and man, they showed so much trust there. Bentet, he had to get on the bomb given that he had the kit. Som had to defend him, and he did such a great job. It seems like they know that if their fate is in each other's hands, they are willing to completely believe. They'll trust fall all day.
Som's game sense is really, really awesome, considering his spatial awareness and general awareness is so high, considering how young he is. To elevate on the box to avoid getting a pre-fire headshot, for example. Very, very nice. Never misses the small details in the situations like that. Automatic getting aggressive once more. Got to be careful about that right wall, because he doesn't know for sure if anyone's behind there or not, so not having that info compromises where he can stand.
Yeah, now good mid-control being taken by Cloud9 once again. Last time they had this, they were actually able to get a really successful pinch onto that B bomb site. We'll see if they go for the same play once again. But Kusta, he's actually going to take down JT as he was looking through the grates there. That's a great opening pick. Cloud9, it's going to put a couple question marks as to whether they want to continue with that. And oh, Bentet playing that smoke perfectly is able to take down Sonic now. Oh, even does more damage to MOTM. And man, Gen.G, they've finally found some life here on their defaults.
Automatic has been picked towards A, and OC is looking to take up some map control there. MOTM with a very tight shot onto Bentet. Now we've got problems for Gen.G, but those footsteps will be heard going back towards B/mid, so MOTM's footsteps will be tracked, but still only some towards this A bomb site. Mid's been compromised. Suddenly things go from bad to worse for Gen.G, and they need to figure out where to put that second player. Starting to swing towards the A bomb site, but Som is here with a transfer, takes the bomb out, buys some time for his team. MOTM's only got 15 HP.
Wow.
Som, the man on A. He was enough apparently.
What a massive hold from Som there. He only has that one smoke, and he uses it perfectly. Isolates that right side angle, and he's able to take down 2. I'm not quite sure exactly what the remaining Cloud9 players were looking at, because they were trying to get on that bomb site just kind of staring at each other, but still a great play from Som there. And these opening picks, they were going the way of Cloud9 throughout the entire first, I want to say, 7 or so rounds, but Gen.G, they are looking a lot more lively now, and this is going to be the last round of the half. We'll see who takes it here.
Som picked the perfect time to peek. Automatic, he's just eating bullets from round to round, it feels like. 9 for 12 at present, not having the best of times. Kusta behind the sandbags once again. Now, JT may be standing in the smoke. Do wonder what kind of an angle this is. Smoke doesn't collide with JT, so Som has no idea that he could be that close. But JT's forced to fall back from that smoke. That'll buy some time for Gen.G at the very least.
Oh, but this flank from MOTM is going to open a lot up. Som goes 1 for 1 on the site, just leaving Bentet. MOTM's able to take down Daps. And are they going to choose to pinch onto A or reroute back? It looks like it's just going to be Ben Tent versus 3.
Forced to move forward. He can't stand on the site. Otherwise, he'd get pinched. You see, JQ's very aware of what could be possible, but Sonic trades the kill. Sonic's had a lot of impact frags recently, and where are they headed? The double pick coming in, but a transfer, surely! Oh, the tap at the end from Kustar. He will take that 8th round for Gen.G. They will edge a thin lead as we head in towards halftime. Very back and forth affair.
Yeah, really close game. It seemed like Cloud9 was going to run away with it, but no, Gen.G, they found a lot of life there at the end.
It's halftime. We'll see you after the break.
Gaming chairs for pro teams.
Cloud9 came into this series with a surprise pick of Vertigo. What do you think their perspective is right now with Gen.G having 8 rounds from the first half?
I don't think they feel too good about it. Their defense looked really vulnerable last time they played it. JT and Sonic just didn't seem to have the right connection towards that A side of the map. And I think Gen.G, they're going to be looking to expose that here.
Well, let's see if they're able to do that. Put a game sound out. There we go. Floppy's going to get popped. Not a good start for Cloud9. Things can turn around dramatically, though, in a pistol round. Such is the nature of the beast. Kusta's been made the raid boss with the P250 Kevlar. Love to see it. People are learning. We'll convert everyone soon enough.
Kind of blocked the smoke, but he didn't actually. So.
Oh, now he's dead. Wow. Ain't blocking nothing no more. 3v5 for Cloud9. JT trying to do what he can, falling back. Oh, he's got some nice pops though, JT. Around the head, but he can't quite find the face just yet. Som now alone. How much clutch has he got in him? Hasn't got the range for this shot. JT now still around that corner. He will deliver the kill. Waiting for the rotation. Sonic, oh, he knows the trade fragger is on the way. Oh, be careful. He's creeping towards the edge, looking for something, but he had nowhere to hide, really. And Cloud9 will take the pistol. Both, in fact. Cloud9 have won both pistols now, so in that sense, they're in a strong position, but they still need to convert afterwards.
Yeah, nice attempt there from Som. Not able to pull it off, but you could see on the X-ray that he was so close to taking Sonic's head right off and making that into a very manageable 1v1 situation. Cloud9, they got to feel good about that pistol. It's going to give them a little bit of breathing room, especially given that Gen.G, they're not going to be opting for that force buy in the second round here.
Som is the only professional I know that consistently does the bunny hop on Mirage through the crawl space from CT spawn into window. I don't see anybody else doing that. Man pays attention to detail. There'll be detail from Kuster and Daps with the Glocks, no less.
Yeah, good opening pick from Gen.G. They're going to be able to now force the hand of Cloud9 towards middle, but Floppy, if he's tasked to defend it, you know he's going to be doing a pretty spot-on job there. And he's got some support as well. J2G has joined him.
Keeping that range, Cloud9. Abuse your advantages. Gen.G just waiting things out, maybe with the hope that the CTs will spread to better their chances. But Floppy's getting curious. Kusa will be taken out. Benta tries to trade as he should, but he won't, as he shouldn't, with what all the players are carrying at present. Now Daps has the bomb. Now Daps doesn't have the bomb. The round's over. Eco is done. Cloud9 survive with 4 players. Pretty good spot for them.
Yep, it's going to allow them to get a lot of utility here. Just going to be one drop gun back to OC. And you're going to see that the utility should favor the Cloud9 side just marginally here. Actually, Daps, he doesn't even have a smoke, in fact, versus the 5 that Cloud9 are holding.
Well, let's see what Gen.G can offer on this T side now. First buy round for both squads. Double French guns for Cloud9. Cloud9 very low on the flashes at this point. Again, we're not really seeing so many of those forward plays we might see on different maps with less verticality. Kusta is being teed. We've got stereo frags now for Gen.G. That's a great way to open things up. Kusta, no stranger to these steps. We saw him playing here on the other side in the first half. Nice to see that knowledge brought through to the second half as well.
Yeah, and that probably should be the round already. Gen.G, they're just going to have free access towards this B side of the map. And I was talking about it before that I thought JT and Sonic were going to be the ones that were going to be challenged by Gen.G. OC finding a nice pick on Daps, just going to help secure his teammates' lives. But it's actually going to be MOTM and Floppy. Those guys have been pretty lights out for this Cloud9 team so far at Flashpoint 1. They've done such a great job. Every game you can expect at least one of them is going to have 95 plus ADR. They've been pretty much heroes for them throughout the entire group stage. But on the very first gun round of their own map pick, or on their CT side that is, they're going to both fall in tandem.
No sniper rifles out just yet. I wonder what Automatic's preference will be as this T side continues. We saw OC on the T side have some chances to pick up an AWP, but was happy with the Greek. Sometimes it is more appropriate for the playstyle, for swinging and trading and so on.
Yeah, I think I've seen most oppers on Vertigo go for a T-side rifle instead. It's pretty hard to try to charge into a bomb site with an op. It just makes your trading potential a lot worse. The chance to get an opening pick is a lot lower if you just miss that one shot. And everyone's playing around so much tight cover that you pretty much have to hit an elbow to try to get into a bomb site with an op. So probably going to just see him on the rifle, but you know, maybe Gen.G have a couple tricks up their sleeve, and we'll find out as the game progresses.
9-9. Rifles and 0 grenades at this point for Cloud9. How do you win a round on Vertigo CT with no grenades and 1:30 to go? You've got to be aggressive. 2 USPs, no less. Keeping the money together for the rounds to come. Now, either you risk losing the pistols. You can see the pistols are more or less towards B/mid, and the rifles are concentrated on the A bomb site. There'll be a trade in that mid position. I was going to say maybe that's a rifle to be collected, but as I'm talking, there are so many frags coming through for Gen.G that they've really put themselves in a stronger position. Floppy still running around with no rifle. The one in mid, I think, is being protected by automatic at present. It's JT versus the world.
Well, they spot him right there, and that should tell Gen.G to hightail it to the B bomb site. They can no longer challenge A, and that's going to probably be just a 3v2 ending of the round. I don't really see too much likelihood of engagements to continue unless automatic overextends here. Seems like both players, or both teams that is, are very aware of each other's positions at this point in the round. So some good damage being inflicted by Cloud9 here with those save rifles. They decided not to force up into it to try to support those rifles. They didn't even decide to buy utility to enhance their chances in this round. It's just pure rifle work. They relied on that. And JT and OC, they were able to show a little bit of life, but the rest of the team was not. So Gen.G, they're going to be pretty happy about this victory. Because now they have the round lead. 10-9 is the score in favor of Gen.G.
Cloud9 will manage to hold on to those rifles, and that will certainly help with the next round in terms of grenades and so on. The rest of the team will be buying, spreading the wealth. OC will be dropping AWP to Sonic, so I wonder if this is position-based or spawn-based. We shall see.
They did say that they like giving it to Sonic when he plays a more aggressive opposition. OC's really good at hitting pretty much all those tripwire shots, but Sonic's been one of those players that's been so good in the aggressive.
Well, he'll pick one up. This is a very fast play, though, towards the A-bomb site. Gen.G trying to catch the opponent off guard. Sonic, is he good for one? He is, but he's got more coming his way. Are there any support grenades that he could get picked up from his teammates? Oh, well, he missed the incendiary. Sonic has half a chance if he stays back, though, but he can't peek at the same time. There's another one. He'll put a smoke. Oh, no, he hasn't thrown the smoke. Ah, his teammate did. Okay. Cancelled it just in time. That was getting mad nervous.
Yeah, it's a miracle to have kept him alive there. It seemed like the communication that was just on point between him and JT, who was able to get him out of that, extinguish that molly. And now Bentet, he's going to get caught off guard by MOTM, but MOTM, he wants to win the round right here, right now. Oh! And he only gets one, but a lot of information, though, for the rest of Cloud9.
Yeah, going for 2 bursts. That's unreal. He'll be really frustrated with that. A chance for Gen.G. Bentet plants the bomb. Kusta has an angle. Gets first 1v1. He's got a transfer ready as well. OC comes in late and he gets taken out. And now Sonic's in real trouble. All this from just a failed second kill. Surely the transfer would have been enough. But he wanted to make sure with the bursts.
Yeah, just...
It's enough time for Bentet to pull the rifle out and 180 and smash him in the face.
Yeah, that is so heartbreaking if you're Cloud9. You played every stage of that round correctly. It's just that MOTM, he whiffed the second shot. And it's one of those mechanical decisions that just kind of leave you scratching your head. I mean, the transfer would have been fine, the spray would have been fine, but yeah, he wanted to make it look clean. And I can't really blame him too much, because to even get in that position to begin with took a really good play.
Yeah, I don't think he did anything wrong per se beyond, you know, missing the kill, obviously. Oh no, I think it just went past on the swing, but the problem is the implications based on that one situation. They've got no money now. They're not far away from their next buy, but Gen.G are gaining momentum. They're pulling away, and they're pulling a lot closer to that 16th round. They do have the AWP on Sonic. He'll buy a few grenades to, I suppose, delay and give himself something to fish for a killer round. That's real unfortunate. Not live is called in the chat,
yep. So
someone has an error, and they will go back and reset the round. But yeah, I mean, in terms of the psyche of a player, if you miss a sitter like that, and it causes your team to lose the round and all their money in the late stage, like, that's a lot to think about.
Yeah, it's one of those things that Cloud9, they haven't really shown the best mental strength either. There's no real vocal leader for this team, or if there were, it would be MOTM himself. So it's going to have to come from within for him to just liven his own spirits, because, I mean, you look at JT, you look at some of the other players on their team. I'm not sure exactly how TC is as a kind of moral leader coach, but it's going to be pretty difficult for him to come back from that one.
Som's mouse died because it wasn't charged. And in the chat, they're saying it's always him. Every 2 days, his mouse dies because he always forgets to charge it.
Just too much Valorant, maybe. Just staying up late playing it. Who knows? Hopefully not, just for the sake of this competition.
Are you a wireless mouse user?
No, I don't. I can't get past the mental barrier of just kind of thinking like, I know the technology's good enough to not have any kind of delay, but I just can't think that. I'll see the wireless mice and I'm just
superstitious.
Like, yeah, I'm just like, if I don't want to have something else I can blame. I want to blame only myself. I don't want to have to blame a wireless.
That's why I don't like changing my setup. Like I tried 2 or 3. I tried an ambidextrous one and I tried a right-handed one. Sorry. But ultimately, they have a different sensor in to the one I normally use. And even if you have the same DPI, your sensitivity is simply not the same, which I don't understand why that's a thing. Like, I've got 2 issues with like gaming stuff at the moment. One is lots of different games having not having a universal sensitivity setting in the game.
Yeah, I saw you mention that on Twitter.
So like Diabotical, you can put in your CM360. I'm sure every game can do that. Have that as a second option to put in. Or a console command or something. And then like different sensors at the same DPI will give you different sensitivity. I don't understand how that can be a thing. So I don't like changing mouse for that reason. My mouse is power corded, I'm good to go.
Yeah, it's weird it's not just a multiplier, like a pretty standard one, but
who knows how that stuff works. I certainly don't.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see Sonic here with a bit of utility and that op. And he's going to be looking for the opening pick, but that's going to be a lot of information for Gen.G already in this round. They know that the op is towards A, and you can see Kusta, he's just going to take full advantage of that. He heard the op earlier in the round. Daps relayed that call to him, and now he's ready to take these fights on towards this B bomb site. Automatic, he's got to be able to see through this. Takes him a while to notice the player, and that's going to allow MOTM to get out of there alive, but as soon as I say that, Automatic
always the way. Always the way. Floppy trying to catch Tease by surprise, thinking no one was in that spot, but he couldn't really do anything. And now it's Operation Protect the AWP. You need these 2 players alive just to be basically a warning system that the Tees are coming, so they know how to best try to save this AWP. Because they will be buying in the next round, Cloud9, so to lose 7 grand here would be less than ideal.
Yeah, and you can see OC actually bought body armor here, so he doesn't want to give his life away. It'd be nice if he gets a kill, can recover a Krieg. That's such a crucial gun to have on the CT side. It's so effective. But he's not going to overextend to try to defend Sonic. Just going to try to hold his ground here. JT, on the other hand, just a flashbang. He really probably doesn't mind too much if he dies, but he's going to be giving up his life to try to defend this op. But Gen.G, they're just doing a great job there. They're going out for a very standard default. They look to try to find the op, and as soon as that call is made that the op is towards A, you can see Kusta and Automatic, they just began flying at that B site. They were ready to challenge those USBs, and I like the confidence that I'm seeing from Gen.G.
Yeah, they're in a very strong spot now. This is the time for Cloud9 to turn things around. 2 AWPs for Cloud9 in round 22. OC's picked one up. They need to make a change. Again, very pivotal rounds where Gen.G were able to just about survive with the vent at 180. Floppy gets popped again. It's hard work defending B to these early engagements. There is variance, and it doesn't tend to go the way of the CTs a lot of the time. So now it's Gen.G's turn to get that early 5 versus 4.
Yeah, really good compartmentalized aggression there coming out from Gen.G, is able to get them that opening pick. And now they just slow the round down to a crawl. They're going to let Cloud9 make a mistake here, but as soon as I say that, it's actually going to be Som that falls.
MOTM smash. No lurkers towards A for the likes of Gen.G. They're all committed to B. Waiting for peaks, waiting for time to deploy their grenades. And apparently the time is now, minute 5. They start approaching the site. Now the question is for MOTM, like, do you want to stand your ground in isolation? Or do you want to fall back and retake with your teammates? He chooses to play forward, and OC will do the same. We'll take automatic out and manage to slink away. So we're in a 3v3 retake situation now. Sonic's on the way, but it's 2 AWPs, which will make things awkward for Gen.G the way Vertigo is.
Yeah, still the utility advantage lies in favor of Cloud9, and if they find shots like that, it's going to help them out immensely. Kusta, though, stands his ground. He's only able to find one, just going to leave the IGL, the leader, Daps here, who's playing with 100 ping. Can he win the clutch regardless? The tap comes out, and this... Oh, he's looking for the shot, but Sonic, he's able to take him out with a USP. It's one of those rounds where, man, if you were playing in the Gen.G studio like the rest of the team, would you have hit that spray? Because it's just one more bullet. Sonic had 19 health. It's something that I hate having to bring up, but it's just, man, it's such a crucial round. And now Cloud9, they have a little bit more life in this game.
It's a super awkward hold as well for the T's, because with 2 AWPs for Cloud9, once they're in the bomb site, even at the back, just holding angles with the AWP, you're jiggling to see if they're getting close or so on, but you're jiggling into AWPs, into 2 AWPs no less,
Yes.
so someone's going to get picked. So it's very awkward for all concerned. Of course, the ping there for Daps as well. But Cloud9 are on the scoreboard once again. Just the one sniper rifle on this occasion. They've got good grenades for now, minute 40 on the clock, so up the ladder with some more banging. Showing some presence around mid. Got 3-man investment towards A for Cloud9.
Yeah, you can see no one wants to be the first person to make a mistake in this round, though. It's going to be a lot slower than we've seen previously. Just everyone taking their time, using their nades, making sure everything's clear. Kusta, he's still going to challenge just a little bit towards B, but even he is not going to show the same kind of aggression that he has in previous rounds.
On the map, the numbers in the shade are on the lower ground and the bright ones are on the higher ground. In case you weren't aware, to give you an idea if people are in mid or below.
Oh, Floppy. He had an opportunity there, but Daps was able to get away, and he recovers. Daps taking down Floppy. That is a star player being fragged by usually the bottom fragging IGL, and it might give Gen.G the advantage they need to run away with this game.
Gen.G have got 4 Molotovs in the late game here, which is very interesting, although they may have to use some utility to take care of this mid position. It looks like they want to get some kind of elimination here, maybe to pinch the B bomb site. 30 seconds on the clock. You've got some smokes up towards mid. That'll take Sonic's angle away, but we've got another CT creeping. But again, OC, he's got to get 2. Otherwise, it's just not enough. 4 on 3 as they move into the B bomb site now, and MOTM gets taken out as well. Sonic's doing what he can. Battle sniper mode once more. He's got no position, but he still delivers another kill. 2-on-2 now, thanks to Sonic. He's made it winnable for JT, but he will go down.
Yeah, 1v2 for JT, and this is probably one of the most important rounds of the game. There's a smoke in front of him, and he's going to try to play the edge of it, but Bentet, he's already holding, and he's going to take him down. Gen.G, off of the early pick from their IGL Daps, are going to find a little bit of redemption here, and you can see that they have been dominant on this T side in the last 5 rounds. 5-1. I think the one win from Cloud9 was a very close affair at that.
This was the pick of Cloud9, let's not forget. And maybe there are more surprises to come. But the first surprise would be Gen.G if they can take this. Considering Cloud9 had to think they were in for a good spot now on Eco. There is a pop flash, it looks like, for Cloud9. How they will choose to implement it is another question. Again, the verticality of Vertigo raises some interesting scenarios. Something for flashbang, but still kills almost everybody. With Bentet here for a cameo. And Gen.G moved to 14.
Great setup from Gen.G there. You could see Som was playing anti-flash, Bentet holding the smoke, and that shows that Gen.G came into this with a little bit more prep work than probably Cloud9 were expecting. It seemed like this, from the desk and even our opinions, that Cloud9 were probably going to show us a couple tricks on Vertigo here, but it's actually Gen.G who came out looking more prepared.
2 rounds from victory, Gen.G, and Cloud9 have only won 1 round from the last 7, so the odds don't look good for them at all.
This is a must-win round from Cloud9, and already Kusta, he's going to find that opening pick once again towards the B side of the map.
Both teams have been quite successful at getting those opening picks towards B. Very brittle position to play, as we mentioned in the first half. Kusta now positive as he's on the C side, exacting revenge for all those frags. MOTM has crept into enemy territory, and he'll get a cheeky kill onto automatic, leaving JT as the only man on the A-bomb site now. Can't be feeling comfortable.
Cloud9, they got a lot of information from that push, but they aren't set up in any way that's likely going to stop a bomb plant here. It is just JT on this side of the map, and he has no utility to slow this push down. Gen.G, they still have all their nades. If they want to throw any kind of exec whatsoever and save even a couple for a post plant, they're in a great position to do so. But a great flash is going to set JT up. He's going to find 1.5 kills.
That's the bomb. That could have been so much, and you see he's hungry for it. He kind of wants to track that player down because he can't take that fight and lose the bomb there. but Sonic will get popped on the bomb site itself. 3-on-3 now as they wonder about JT. Daps is fixated on it. Surely the sound cues are here. JT starts to turn, starts to swing, and he will get the kill with the M4. Transfer onto Bentet as well. Daps had to hold a position. 20 seconds now to go around and round. Cloud9 will turn it around, having lost that first player towards B early on in that round. Will finally find only their 4th round in this half, having taken the pistol. Let's bear that in mind.
That was a heroic spray down from JT. Getting that pop flash in there to set him up, and then he's also able to survive and find a couple more kills. Massive frags from him, keeping his team alive in this game, and man, they might just be able to weather the storm.
Impact frags.
Absolutely.
Can Cloud9 avoid losing a man early? Been tough on the CT side, as it often is. Got to mix up your angles. Kusta looking for something. Oh, you may have outsmarted MOTM here. Oh no, he's just got the angle. Look at variance. It's just so difficult to have like a consistent approach. A lot of guesswork around that B-bomb site. But this time it's advantage Cloud9.
Yeah, great opening pick. That's going to let Cloud9 breathe just a little bit here. You can even see that JT and Sonic, they're going to solidify their approach towards this A bomb site. They know they don't have to fight that ramp anymore. They can just kind of pull back to the side. And MOTM getting set up once again. Great support flash from OC.
Inviting more variance here. I don't even know where that frag came from, but Sonic's in a lot of trouble. Catches Benset with a grenade.
Oh!
What? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Was he on the sandbags? He must have been. That's outrageous. Automatic now, 1 versus 4. Sonic, you dirty boy, what are you doing?
Yeah, just leaves Automatic in a 1v4. He's given up his position already with sound cues, so he's just going to be flying towards the site. He's able to find one on the floppy, so this 1v3 might be doable.
He's got so much time as well. He can actually fish for another kill, and the CTs can't be sure if he's going to do that or go for the bomb plant. They have got the bomb site more or less surrounded. And Automatic may have been a little lost in the smoke there, but with 30 seconds on the clock, he can try and get something else out of this. Try and make it easier for himself to win post-plant. But again, there's time ticks by. 20 seconds. He's still looking for that kill, but he won't get it. Sonic delivers yet another one. A dirty round, a disgusting round from Sonic. 3 kills in total. Cloud9 now with some hints of momentum.
This hold was disgusting from Sonic. He's keeping his team in that round. JT, he fell just 1-for-0 trade. But Sonic, he stands his ground by sandbags, and he has an impressive round. That is why Cloud9 describe him as the aggressive opera, the opera that can just kind of bail himself out of situations with some quick, flashy shots, and he did just that right when his team needed him to.
I feel like sometimes on train we see a more static position with the second door, but it doesn't go so well. But in the worst positions, he tends to thrive, it seems. Kusta again fishing for that opening kill towards that B-bomb site. Remember, Tim, he's got to change up his position every round. He's got to keep them guessing. One hint of predictability, and he will be in all sorts of trouble. Now there's a big focus towards B, it seems, from Gen.G. B/mid. No lurker towards A once again. MOTM left alone on B for the time being, but really playing a passive position. Maybe Cloud9 smelling something towards mid.
Good nade onto Som. Takes him down to 75. It's going to enable Floppy and JT's M4s a little bit more. But yeah, Gen.G, they've really slowed this game down to a crawl once again. They're really taking their time. They don't want to give up any opening picks for free. And MOTM, though, he's able to find a kill onto Automatic, who looked like he saw an opening at B, but just really was quite mistaken.
What do they make of that? Because it's normally Kusta the lurker, but it's Automatic who's been taken out. Does that mean that there are more towards B? Or something more sinister is going on? Either way, they've rotated a second play towards B now and Floppy. So there's some kind of crossfire here for Cloud9. 33 seconds on a clock, and OC starts to go towards B as well. This entire round, no presence has been shown towards A that I've seen. Gen.G have had a big focus on B. Now the clock starts to run down. 23, 22, 21 seconds. The mollies and the smokes are on the site. MOTM's not quite compromised by that molly. He'll get a free kill on a jumping Kusta. Now we've got 4 versus 2. 30 seconds to plant that bomb. They can smell the round going their way. Daps is not going to plant the bomb, that's for sure. JT will make sure of that as well. Cloud9 continue the comeback.
That whole round was set up by JT having that much control towards the scaffolding, and it allows his CT defense to really solidify. And you
what
can see,
the hell is that?
God.
How is that how you hold the bomb site?
Yeah, I think Automatic somehow snuck his way into that close corner, but somehow MOTM recovers just in time. And Man, that's kind of been the story with MOTM this whole tournament. He seems like he's kind of caught off by a lot of players' positions, but sometimes his aim is so good and his mechanics are so quick that it doesn't actually always matter.
That's outrageous.
Yeah.
That is absolutely outrageous. It's heinous. And now Gen.G are on pistols. This was starting to look good, but Cloud9 have turned things around in the late game. They found some keys to victory, but can they take it all the way? They're still behind. Not for long, you would imagine, with the P250s and Deagles out from Gen.G. Bentet's even gone for some Kevlar with 3K in the bank.
Yeah, this mid-hold, though, is going to be really important. OC is going to be challenging a lot of players all by himself. He's on a good off angle right now, but if they double peek from high and low, which it looks like they will, he's going to have his work cut out for him. He's able to find two. MOTM, quick shots towards that B side as well.
I think the position in mid was very specific. Oh! Okay. Let's see what else Automatic can do with the Desert Eagle. I think he spotted two. Oh my god. Well, that could still pay off in the rounds to come because that's going to clean out a lot of the money for Cloud9. So those are big frags, considering where we are with the score.
JT actually dropped an op to pick up a Krieg there. That's, I mean, maybe it's the right decision because the Krieg is so powerful on this map and you can just buy ops anyways, but it's really going to hurt their economy. You can see that Cloud9 there, they're reeling off of those nice shots from Automatic. The money is not quite there for them. If they lose this round, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, he's playing for that W, man. I respect it. Play with confidence. Let's see what they can do then, Cloud9. Let's see what Gen.G can do. They've got 5 Kriegs on deck, so they're all in as well. One of these teams going to be broke next round. Unless Gen.G plant the bomb and lose, they'll have 4,200 if they do that because they're at maximum loss bonus.
You can see OC, he doesn't want any part of this business at mid.
That's a nice angle from MOTM, but again, he's been seen here before. Kus is ready for it this time, and I think maybe he was showing in ways he wasn't previously. So we've got that early 5v4 for Gen.G. Now, if they can win this round again, they're going to be in such a strong position to take the map.
Oh, this is a good response from Cloud9, though. They're going to get aggressive towards middle. This should give them a lot of information, so it's going to be up to Som here. If he can take down these players, this is probably lights out for Cloud9.
Oh, no!
The quick switch!
That's unreal. I think he was putting a grenade out or something, just showing some presence, but that will still activate Gen.G towards the A bomb site. A full rotation. Cloud9 are committed. They've got to put everything into this. They've got 1 smoke and 2 flashes. That's about it. Half the team of defuse kits. Sonic holding his angle, outstaying his welcome, but he's still alive. JT on the bomb site. No man's land, but Floppy will deliver in the meantime. 3 versus 2. 30 seconds, and Floppy's position is such a big threat. Do they chase this down to try and find a kill?
Oh,
What can they do? Outmaneuvered, too many man on road, and Cloud9 will get to game point.
Floppy has had such a quiet game thus far, but he comes alive in one of the most crucial rounds of the entire game. And what a kill towards middle. I can't believe that. Som looked like he had him dead to rights, and as a matter of fact, he did not.
That's a desk punching situation right there.
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
If you're Som there, you just, there's not much to do other than just look towards the next round because you've got to be frustrated.
But look at the implications. We've got Daps now on the Mac 10, Som on the Galil, limited grenades, Automatic with none, prioritizing the Krieg, the heavy output. A rough one. Sonic with the 1 AWP, taking a lick of damage from some flames from the wine bottle and the rag.
Yeah, the nades left for Gen.G are not looking all too good. Just a few smokes and a few flashes. Whereas on the Cloud9 side, they still have all of their smokes. That is really nice, given that Gen.G, once they show their hand, it is likely that that commitment is going to be exactly where this round ends up. And MOTM, he's going to be the one that's challenged here.
Smoke up to buy time to defend the Cloud9. Their proactiveness continues. Floppy taken up first. That's a big frag. Gen.G all over the shop. This might be heading to overtime. MOTM only good for 1. 2v4 retake. Sonic has found a flank though on Automatic. And can he take out Som? The wallbang's here. Surely he can go for the wallbang. He has no idea how low he is, I don't think. Oh, he's missed a shot now. Oh, that was a free kill, surely. But they're all still alive. Sonic showing some presence now. The HE goes towards the wrong player. The flick for Sonny so fast, not expecting Kusta. Baiting his low health teammate. That leaves JT wondering where the other player is. Going for a transfer immediately, but never got the first kill. And we will indeed head to overtime.
Yeah, that was great. That was great map control taken by Gen.G. They actually made middle look good for once, and they do it on the most important round of the entire game, sending it to OT.
Things are getting wild. There's a break before we get into overtime, but stay tuned. We're back very soon indeed. Return. It is time for overtime. 15-15 is the score. Cloud9 had a chance, but it was swiftly taken away by the likes of Gen.G. A back and forth affair. I don't know. It feels... I feel like sometimes you go into overtime, right? And one team's got a lot of momentum, but the other team's just found a way to make it there, like just about surviving. But here it feels like this is I don't feel like any team is in a strong position necessarily to take the entire game.
It's been kind of streaky. It's been one team winning 5 rounds in a row, then the next team winning 5 rounds in a row. The way it ended there, it seemed like Cloud9 were on a streak to take it all the way, but then Gen.G found a way to just kind of continue their momentum from the prior. Nice shot from OC, though, starts things off. Good leg shot onto Daps. That is going to give him and his team some confidence, knowing that a single player on Gen.G's leg. But
it's hard to watch this, man.
This is a great spot. He's played so many different angles against Kusta. Gets the better of him there.
Reminds me of those videos you see from Russia where people are just like hanging off the side of a building. Daps on the creep, surely going down for free. An unanswered round from Cloud9. Quite nice.
Yeah,
that's a nice round.
That's a big one for them. It's, like we mentioned, it's been kind of streaky, so if things continue as they have been, that should mean Cloud9's going to win the next 2 in a row, and then Gen.G wins the next 3 in a row. But, yeah, we'll see how things turn out. I like how MOTM, he's not fallen just fearful of Kusta. He's playing against a very veteran player who's got the better of him in a lot of these defaults, but he continues his aggression, and he does a great job finding that opening pick.
5 creeks on deck. Gen.G changing the pace. OC coming out of no man's land, and he'll be left there dead. Floppy to try and trade. Smokes her up, but he gets a quick flick on Kusta. Harassing the smoke. We've got to take, I think, through the wall with the AWP. The Finns not doing a good job. They don't realize it just yet, but the bomb has been lost. Look how fast this round is. Cloud9 looking to storm to victory. That's taken out by a tight angle from MOTM, and that's a pretty big 2-0. I feel like the first round was one of the most comfortable CT rounds I've seen this entire game. Didn't really feel like those like, you know, that nervous position towards the B bomb site where it's just the entire roll feels very brittle, but how about that?
Yeah, Cloud9 winning in 2 completely different ways. One round they just destroy their default, and the next round they stop the rush. Gen.G, I'm interested to see what kind of play call Daps is going to go for here, because his troops have been stopped in their tracks now 2 rounds in a row very quickly.
Again, we've got a fast forward play. Gen.G's got to get 2, and he sees at least 2 on a kill cam as well, so you can see the rotation coming through. Daps is not in a position to do anything but watch. Slowly moving around while there's more action towards the A bomb site and more plays to be lost. Cloud9 all over the shop. Gen.G are in a very different fashion. Automatic and Daps remain now 2v4. Not much position for them to work with. If it's 2v3, then that would dramatically change things.
Daps, he's going to try to make his way towards this B side. MOTM looks like he's going to spot him out. Great jump spot there, and that's going to force Daps towards this left side. And Floppy, he's there to support him, and this might be a clean 3-0 for Cloud9 unless Automatic has something to say about it.
And he did for a second, but his thoughts were silenced by the likes of Cloud9. That was brief. This thing. That was brief. What the hell am I trying to say? MOTM, okay, at the back of the bomb site, it was really cool because he puts the molly down instantly, which means he only needs to worry about the right-hand side because he knows they can't come from the left because the molly's there. He's got the sound cues, and it delays enough, like the T's know that as well. It delays enough that his teammate just comes up and gets the kill, and away we go. So we got 3 game points now for Cloud9. Things looking great for them.
Yeah, and some people might be wondering why James has a comb in his head. Do you want to take that briefly? Or
Oh, no, we've been through this. They had to be tuning in earlier.
All right, okay.
Look, man, I'm comfortable. This is me. Leave me alone.
All right. So Cloud9, are they going to continue to run with it here, or is Gen.G going to have a little bit fight left in them? Remember, this is Cloud9's pick, and it has gone quite the distance here. Sonic looking for a gap through that smoke at the top. He's not going to be challenged by anyone in that particular angle, but there's a huge A defense here for Gen.G. They got 3 players on this ramp. They're ready to brawl.
Hello. Automatic has really had a tough time on the CT side, I feel like. Lost again. Well, that raises once more the question about starting the without the AWP in that first spy round for Gen.G and choosing to force spy with the scout. Not to say it was wrong, but surely the preference would be to start with the AWP. Anyway, here we are. Gen.G find a way to turn things around. Cloud9 may expect some aggression because Gen.G must win this round, of course. First to 19 will be victorious, but it's only Cloud9 who can do that now. Gen.G are fighting for overtime number 2 at this point. Fighting for survival. They hear the footsteps. The rotation's here for the CTs. Bentet's close already, and he keeps walking. Will there be a pop flash for him? He's going for the drive. He needs to drive the peaks. Rings the bell through the wall, but Floppy will get the kill.
Man, what an interesting decision. It's going to be Daps on the site, taken down as well. Just going to be Kusta in the 1v5. It looks like Cloud9 are going to run away, but oh, what a spray from Kusta there, thinning the numbers of the approaching Cloud9 players. And there's low HP on Floppy as well. There is a world in which Kusta is able to win this one. He's going to be pushing through the smoke, using that to his advantage. He's able to take down 1. He's going to find Floppy, in fact, bringing it to a 1v1 situation. It's just Sonic and Kusta.
Oh my God!
A 1v5!
Absolutely outrageous from Kusta. How on earth has he done that? That's unbelievable.
That is insane. That is the plays thus far of Flashpoint. I can't believe Kusta was able to play every situation so perfectly there. Cloud9, they might have overextended just a little bit too, just kind of counting their chickens before they hatch.
You have to respect that. Floppy puts a NR for nice retake in the chat. A 1v5 on Vertigo. That is so close to impossible. That's absolutely ridiculous. Kusta, you
can't believe
beast. That's nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. They need 2 more. Talk about a lifeline. A second wind. Jesus. Floppy now. Going back to harass the B bomb site, but Gen.G, they've basically got 3 players on B. They've got a hard read of this. A quick peek from Floppy, spots Daps has moved already. Floppy loves keeping that Krieg fresh, but not fresh enough to take out Kusta, who must be on an adrenaline rush after that last round.
Yeah, and he still maintains composure, finding the first pick of that round and the final 5 of the previous. So now Cloud9, they got to go back to their game plan. They're going to take map control slowly and steadily. And now this is Kusta, he kept this Cloud9 team honest. They are not going to just run away with it here. Very slow approach from C9. They still have good nades, so they could go back and run any kind of exec that they so choose. But it looks like it's going to be an A split from middle and from the ramp.
Plenty of time on the clock for Cloud9. Oh my god, that was nasty from Bentet. Double dink straight in the dome. He's ready, man. He's looking sharp. 24 kills thus far for him. Kusta on 29 though after that ace. Let's not forget on this round as well. 28 seconds, Cloud9. Have they run out of steam? Have they gassed? Sonic and OC remain, and you have to go for the rounds. There's no other choice. You've got the money for the next round regardless, so you've got to go for the unlikely win here. OC moving forward, but there won't even be a single kill in that round from Cloud9. Do they have any ideas left? Have they gone to the depths? Are they running on empty?
I'm sure they have a set play here. If you're JT here, you got to center your troops. It's going to be a timeout called, and this is a really good idea from Cloud9. It's just going to center the troops a little bit, give everyone time to take a deep breath, and JT can expect probably a set play here. Cloud9, they have so many plays in their playbook that it would be very surprising to me if they don't just run something that they're really comfortable with here.
This has to be real nervous for Cloud9. I think both teams have, well, Cloud9 for sure. I think just Cloud9 really have had chances to take this game, multiple chances now, but Kusta, that is absurd. A way to rally the troops. that's so low percentage, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was unreal.
Yeah.
That's the level of composure he had. He played every smoke perfectly too. They were all kind of dissipating, and he would try to be inside them a little bit more than his opposition so that he can see out of them more than they can see into them. And man, every little decision, every shot, such good play.
But he's got to do more. It's not enough. More has to be done. He's got to die to the flames here. Lucky he wasn't on the outside. 9 HP for MOTM.
That is still great damage, though, from Gen.G. They're going to be really happy about that. If they knew that that damage did, in fact, happen.
I wonder if they've heard those ticks, indeed. Because if they did, maybe there would be a grenade if they had one, but they don't really. This is a very unusual boost we're seeing. Kusta's looking for it. Hard to see through the grill, but he's got the money bag. But he can't get the kill. The money bag's not part of the hitbox, of course. 5 on 4 now. Cloud9. They know that Gen.G will be nervous towards that B bomb site. They'll focus on A afterwards.
Yeah, and they're not going to make things complicated. They're going to send all 5 players towards this A ramp.
I'm wondering now if the custom agents on the T side have the money bag on Vertigo. I'm not even sure. But anyway. 40 seconds remain. High on Molotovs are the likes of Cloud9. They can take these angles away. Gen.G looking to fight on the bomb site. There's one smoke on automatic, which he has deployed. Oh boy, this is really going to run the clock down. We're only just now getting more players rotate for Gen.G. Daps is on the way. We still got, Daps is on the B bomb site. Oh, it's not going to come in fast enough. It's a 5-on-1. Bentet's got to stop the bomb from being planted, but he can't find the angle. The smoke's gone and Floppy's got the kill. That leaves Daps now to do what Kusta did, and I don't think he'll be able to do it. It's the worst position. The swing is here from Floppy. Now, 2 of these players are super tacked. He could kill Sonic with a flashbang, but I think we might be asking a bit much. He has a kit. If he throws a flash into the corner, I think he would have killed Sonic there. But Sonic will die from God knows what.
I just fell off the map, as a matter of fact.
There it is. Maybe inevitable at that point. Cloud9, 19-17. We'll take it in overtime over Gen.G. It was a surprise pick, like an ace in the hole. Didn't really play out that way. Gen.G came pretty damn close, but couldn't quite take it over the line, despite Kusta's best efforts late on. Nothing to add?
Oh, well.
All right,
I mean,
cool. Never mind. It's too late now. We're going to break. The desk will see you afterwards. Goodbye.